value is no. Okay, so mm so this validate against WSDL specifies whether the call action should validate the incoming and outgoing XML against the WSDL or not. Okay, so note that mendix generates correct XML, but the application data can cause the XML to become incorrect. For example, fields that cannot be empty are empty in the data you are sending. Okay, so just keep it for no, set it to no. So after that, this proxy configuration, just set this proxy configuration as a default, because there is no need to say to override, because over this, if you say to override, then it override the app level setting for the action, and if you set it to no proxy, then do not, it will not use a proxy for the action. Okay, so set it to default setting. And the client certificate, so in almost all cases you can ignore this setting. Okay, this client certificate, and set it to default, because it is a good value. Okay, so because when you select this override, then you can configure which client certificate will be used. So after that, you have to specify the client certificate identifier, and then the identifier can be set it in different places depending on where you deploy the application. Okay, so ignore this setting, you just have to set it to default value. So after that, these http headers. So in our example, we are not using any authentication. There is no http authentication is needed. Okay, so here we use username and password, but for this example we not required any http headers. So in this soap request header tab, so for the request header, Studio Pro provides some common XML structures in a drop-down menu, like simple expressions for each request parameter and custom request template. Okay, so this is also not required. So in this SOAP request body, you will see this sales CS. Okay, so here double click on this sales CS input parameters, and you have to enter you have to ha and double click on the double click on this so sorry for the interrupt. So here you have to enter input like temperature in Celsius. You have to give this input parameter into a string. So I'm giving string value. So the web service operation expects a string value only, so which is why you need to use the string function here. Okay, so just click on OK. So here in this SOAP response, here the operation returns a primitive type, nothing, you do not need to use an import mapping. Okay, so here we have to store in variable into yes. We are storing output in variable, so we are selecting yes, and variable name we are giving temperature in Fahrenheit. Okay, so just click on OK. So the your microflow will look like this. So we need to check like our microflow is correct or not, it's working or not. So we are taking one more activity here, which is show message. So from toolbox and double click on this new activity and open the show message. You have to type information, and here the temperature in Fahrenheit is here you have to give here you have to give the temperature in Fahrenheit is. Now we are giving value as a just control space here, and we are giving value temperature Fahrenheit. Okay, and click OK. Okay, so right now your microflow now look like this. So here we have to create a menu item in navigation. So here I am creating a new item, temperature icon, and show page. Sorry, here we have to call the microflow. This microflow convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Click OK, and you just deploy the application and save and continue, and trigger the microflow to call the web service operation. Okay, so after that you should see a message with the converted temperature. So now I am deploying application. Let's see what is the output, we are on correct way or not. So if you have any doubt, then you can drop a comment. So we are almost here. Just click on this view app. Here it is temperature. So microflow it's in running. Okay, so the temperature in Fahrenheit is 212. Okay, so we are correct. So this is how we call web service in Mendix. Thank you for watching.